Hey all, I wanted to shoot a quick video to talk about vinyl wraps for cars. In my last video I introduced my new white Fiat 500 and I had mentioned that I was thinking of applying a vinyl wrap to the white dash panels inside the car as I thought they looked a little bit boring. Well, I went ahead and did that off camera because it was my first time doing it and I didn't want to film myself struggling. But the finished product actually turned out really nice, and I'm not trying to brag. It's not so much my skill as it is the capabilities of vinyl wrap material. So I thought I'd shoot a quick video just to show what the final product ended up looking like and to give some encouragement to people who may be thinking of doing this to their own car. So in my research I found that there are vinyl wraps that are marketed as interior vinyl wraps and some are marketed as exterior vinyl wraps. And I don't think there's any actual difference in the material itself. I think it's simply the appearance of the material. The trick for me was that I needed to find a exterior pattern that was small enough that I could put it on the white dash panels inside the Fiat. And fortunately I was able to find one that had the three colors that I was looking for: white, which is the color of the car, red and black, which are the interior colors of the car. And this is what I ended up finding. As you can see, it has all three colors, and it's also a relatively small pattern, so it looks good on the dash panel. And it's also kind of a funky pattern, and Fiats are kind of funky cars, so it all worked out really well in this regard. Now, in terms of applying this stuff, I am not an expert. There are so many videos on YouTube showing professionals who are applying this in a professional way. If you want to learn all the ins and outs of how to do this, watch one of their videos. But for now, I'll give you a super quick overview of how this stuff works if you've never seen it before. So basically, the vinyl wrap is simply a cling film. It comes on a backing, you peel it off. Again, there's no adhesive here, it's a cling film, a lot like the saran wrap you find in your kitchen. The tools that you use to apply this stuff are quite simple. You have this application tool. On one end, it's covered with felt, so as you're pushing the material across your substrate, you don't scratch it or damage it. The other end is plastic, plain plastic, so you can get into little sharp crevices, nooks and crannies and things like that. If you're applying it to a surface and you're only going up to the edge of the surface, they sell a special primer that you apply to the edge. It adds a little bit extra stickiness to it so that the film won't peel off over the course of time. The third and most important tool is this, a heat gun. You will use a judicious amount of heat to soften the material long enough to mold it to fit contours. This particular heat gun goes from 1 to 9 and it's set for a little bit less than 3, so that should give you an idea of how little heat you're going to use. If you have some patience and you attention to detail, and being a little OCD doesn't hurt, you can do a really cool, nice, professional looking job with this. So let me take you out to my car and I'll show you what the end result is so you can judge for yourself. So this is the finished product, and honestly I'm really stunned at how well this turned out, especially because I'm the one that did this and it was my first attempt at doing this. As you can see, the vinyl wrap molded itself perfectly to the panel. You can see that there are some body lines in the panel, and it's perfectly molded to that. You've got some recesses here and here and here. You've got the recesses for the vents they're not uniform. They're deeper here than they are over here. You got the recess behind the logo here, and the material just molded itself perfectly. This panel has radius in this direction, and it shrinks as it gets towards the edge. So that presents some challenges in working the material. You kind of start here and work it out, and as you start getting towards the edges, you start getting some bunching up, some wrinkles. But because you can heat the material and it softens and shrinks a little bit, you can get those wrinkles out, and you fold it over behind the edge, the back edge of this panel, and you get a result like this. Again, I'm really stunned that it turned out as nicely as it did. This could actually, pass as something that came from the factory. I'm not trying to brag. I'm just saying that the material allows you to do that kind of stuff. So if you have a Fiat 500 and you're thinking of doing something like this, Um, some suggestions. First of all, before you remove the panels from the car, and you want to do that before you start doing this, draw a center line across the panel and over to that panel as well, so you have a reference, because this little panel over here is a tricky shape, and you can, you apply something with a pattern to this side because it's large, it's obvious, but then over here, because it's small, it's very possible to get these lines at a different angle. Don't ask me how I know that. So make sure you have a uniform line that goes across both pieces first, so you know what level is, so your pattern isn't skewed from one panel to the next. Now, once you've got these panels removed, the way to do that is, if you have the manual controls, turn all the knobs to the left, get a plastic panel removal tool, work your way around the edges and pop this panel off. It's only held in by clips. If you have fog lights, there's an electrical connection on the back of this you don't want to mess with. But you can just pop this off and just let it sit here. It's not going to hurt anything. Behind this panel, there are two T25 screws. Once you remove those screws, use your plastic panel removal tool, work around the edges. It's only held in by clips, and pop the panel off. There is an electrical connection on the back for the buttons here. I have a video where I installed a new head unit in a Fiat 500 that explains how to undo the connector for this panel, this back here. It's a little bit tricky, but not bad. The little panel over here is only held in by clips. Use your panel removal tool, just work around the edges and pop it off. Now, once you're down, in your workshop or wherever you're going to do the work, you need to remove the buttons and the logos and the vents. So, again, on the back of this, there is a circuit board for these three electrical connections, or these three buttons. Two held in by two screws. Remove the screws, and the whole assembly, the circuit board and the buttons, just slide right out the back. And then these chrome trim rings, there are three plastic clips molded into the back that hold it to the panel. Just squeeze two of those clips together from the back and push these out. It's really simple. The vents are held in by two metal clips. Squeeze the clips together, and then this whole assembly just slides right out. The trickiest part is the logo. It's made up of two separate pieces, and on the back of each piece there are three plastic studs molded into this. Two of them are longer than the third, and those two will have a metal washer with teeth in the middle holding it on. Basically, the stud goes through this panel, and that metal washer is pushed onto the stud, and the teeth hold on to the stud. So you have to bend the teeth kind of back so you can slide it off of the studs. Again, there's four of those on the back of this. But each of these pieces is also held to the panel on the front by some thin black foam adhesive tape. And you're going to have to work something in between the panel and these pieces to get that cut. You can try using a credit card. That works pretty well if you just get it back there and jimmy it a little bit. But they do make some very thin plastic tools, basically used to sever black foam holding like screens on laptops and things like that. So if you have access to one of those, that'll work even better. But a little patience, don't force it, and you'll get that foam tape cut. You get the washers off the back, and these just slide out. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this little project. I mean, I certainly did. I think it makes the car look a whole lot nicer, at least on the inside. Thanks for checking out my video, and have a good day.